Good evening, good evening, good evening. How are we doing? Happy Thursday. I don't know, I had it in my head that it's been Friday all day. Don't know why. It's probably for the best it is, actually, given the way my life, the universe, everything, scheduling is going. But, yeah. Hope you had a good Thursday. We're just having a nice day. Nearly there. Nearly made it to the end of the week. Cat got me, it would seem. Basically. How's it going? Ready for a little more Avowed? I'm looking forward to this. We're going to continue exploring Emerald Stair and start helping folks out and do some side quests and stuff, so it should be good. Evening, Adyran. How's it going? Yeah, it should be cool. Clean my glasses off, as per usual. So yeah, last time we made our way into the town of Xion, which is quite small as it turns out. The governor, you discovered, is a relatively young man and the son of the previous governor. And unlike his father, doesn't really like or trust animancers. Possibly he has reasons for this, I don't know. Or animancy in general. Possibly just that he is in some way influenced by Inquisitor Ludwin, who is somewhere in the town, and despite exploring it fairly thoroughly, we did not come across her at any stage. So what she's up to, what she's doing, I don't know, but I bet it's not good. I won't be surprised if that's part of his reaction. We also discovered that he is denying that the Dreamscourge has come to Emerald Stair, which is bollocks. He knows it, and we know he knows it because we found his mother locked in a bedroom, suffering from the Dreamscourge. So yeah, and his father's disappeared. Probably dead, but we don't know that for sure. So one of our objectives is to find out what happened to the fella. Yeah. All in all, there's questions to be answered there. And I guess we'll find out soon enough, won't we? The department owner's visiting today because dishwasher broke last night. Well, step one on the path to getting a functioning dishwasher, I suppose. Which is not such a bad thing. I have no dishwasher at all. Well, I am the dishwasher. Yeah, I would like one. Know that much. But then again, I don't have anywhere really to put one, so... That's what it is. They're getting a new one, aye, that's good. Wouldn't fit one in my house. I mean, not without, like, massive overhauls, anyway. It'd require building works to be done to put that sort of thing in. Not just a new kitchen, because location of doors and things, but, yeah. Wouldn't work out very well, that, unfortunately. One day I'll live in a house with a dishwasher. There we go. How we doing, Wayne? You alright? We're having a good one? Right. Let us head to Emerald Stair. I jumped in a little bit this afternoon, had a very brief run around, and grabbed a few photos for thumbnails and stuff. So, didn't save anything, obviously, but I did have a bit of a run around. Oh yeah, we need to talk to our boys, don't we? Because they both want to chat about stuff.
You know, I've heard dueling is popular in the Valiant Republics. You wouldn't think a public argument could feel as brutal, but I'll be damned if Giada didn't draw blood.
Had to make a point. He was being unreasonable. Yes, he's excessive. Rarely wins people over. It's true. On the other hand, he wasn't listening to reason either, so he needs beating over the head with something. Probably, you know, a half brick in a sock or something. Have we doing, Gray? No, I do not. I have a sink. That works fairly well. And 2 hands. But, yeah. Old school. Yes, Fedara was an idiot.
No doubt. That's why I admire the resolve. Living landers can be contrarian and combative. That's what sends a lot of us here in the first place. But it's still hard to swim against the tide with your own people. Especially when it means getting them to face a hard truth. Yeah.
There's another thing that is a bit of an issue with this game. Not quite sure what the solution to this issue is, by the way, but still, it's an issue nonetheless. This is not quite right. We went into that room in the governor's mansion and found the fact that his mother is in there with the Dreamscourge. Nobody's commenting on that. It doesn't affect the conversation in any way. It's entirely predetermined. The lack of if this then that to it all does actually drag the game down a little bit, I think. Tweak things a tiny little bit. It's probably a bit too high. Trying to find the right balance for my chair and my armrests and stuff. And I'll probably have to adjust the camera to work with that, but we'll manage. Yeah, that does bug me a little bit. Stuff like that. The limitations of the conversation system in this game are a bit frustrating at times. I remember that you well from my academy days.
You seem to have turned out okay. You and Giada, come to think of it. She knows who she is and what she believes. She's got more clarity and conviction than I had at her age.
She has more clarity than you have now.
Hey, I am a willing victim of my own delusions.
Yeah, that does change the situation a little bit when you're a willing victim. Depends on the situation as well. His delusions are not the problematic kind. Everything home is hard, especially when home is not to be back. Sometimes you have to cut ties. Home that compromises you isn't worth returning to. And the community is perfect, but I wouldn't be quick to abandon mine. Yeah, it's hard for her, but at the same time, she's got to beat that guy over the head with a stick. Which would say that, but no. She's not inclined to abandon it. It's got to be that one. None of these answers really suit the situation either.
Sometimes that just makes it easier.
Hey, don't worry. We're talking about Giada's situation.
Right. What did you think I was talking about?
Anyway, this can't be an easy time for Giada, but I'm glad to have her on
I do
our
feel like
side.
it's a bit overly limited, though. Like, I get it, they've streamlined it and stuff for I don't know, modern audience or whatever, but they're moving away from that really detailed little responses. And Baldur's Gate does better on that point, I think, from what I recall. Things like that. And it's not the only thing that does, but yeah. Giving you the option to investigate and find stuff out. Kind of fill in the blanks and then have nobody comment on it. Problematic. The system is definitely lacking something. And even if it works on occasionally is just kind of highlights the failings all the more, you know. Or highlights those times it doesn't work. Talk about something else. Probably nothing interesting. So you get enough air if you're Inferno is unexpected. Yeah, not really, but okay.
And troubling.
She's
What was
the
it she said? The
Steel Garrote one.
will ensure the safety of Adyran interests.
They do more harm than good to Adyran interests. They can help while keeping Adyr's hands clean. I'm all for it. No. What do you think it means? I think it means they're going to advance their own interests and pretend they're Adyran. They're not interested in what anybody else wants. They're going to do what the zealot leader thinks is the way to do things. Unfortunately, she's a mad bitch.
They aren't going to make you any friends, that's for sure. Stay sharp. A storm's brewing. And better if we can find it before it finds us.
Been at Emerald Stab before?
It's been years. It was always green and overgrown, but I don't remember it being quite this...
Aggressive, threatening, lush, threatening.
Exactly. Something about Emerald Stair has always been unsettling. Everything in the living lands grows wild, but it's different here. Those giant roots, whatever they are, I don't remember them being quite as big or close to the settlement.
Land is pushing back like he doesn't want to, reaching out to connect. And maybe it's related to the inhabitants as well. I'm like in Land is pushing back, personally.
Well, there's a thought to keep me up at night.
Oh, the living lands definitely hates us. That's why people like me even get work.
I don't like reading that much into things. Maybe that's why I'm still a bachelor.
Is that what it is? That wasn't even on my list.
Either way, when I wake up with night terrors, I'm waking you both up with me.
What do you know about animancy?
Not a whole lot, and I've been happy keeping it that way. Playing around with essence, poking at souls, trying to move them out of and into places they shouldn't be. Oh, it makes me queasy. Though, if we're going to understand the Dreamscourge and your godlike lineage, I suppose we'll have to get comfortable with it. Still, I'm happy to leave those pursuits to other people.
Exactly. Other people. People who are a safe distance away.
Didn't really throw our town to the problem with animancy. Never understood the opposition. It allows us to better understand ourselves in the world. Dangerous. One of the earliest experiments took place in Adia and reanimated a violent corpse. All of these are somewhat true, but the sensible position is somewhere in the middle, and it's not fucking there.
Not the same way Adyrans do. We've got no laws against
overly
it.
limited.
I've just always felt more comfortable with things I can see and grasp for myself.
I don't mind that mystery.
Then I guess it's better that you're the one with a connection to something in the beyond.
Okay.
If you get up in the night, don't wander too far.
Probably just be going for a piss if we get up in the night, don't worry.
Envoy? Well, that was interesting, right? That woman arguing about the crops failing? Standing up for what you believe against authority. I can respect that. Of course,
Authority.
my method would have been run away under the cover of night, never to return, but yeah, this works for her.
He has sacrificed any authority he had by ignoring an obvious truth. Doesn't have authority. He's got a big stick. It's not the same thing. She's right. They're trying to ignore an obvious threat. Yeah, I can't call off the harvest on the opinions of a single person. You can if they're fucking right. Not that she's suggesting calling off the harvest. She's suggesting addressing the problem. So it's also kind of bollocks anyway. Don't think you'd stand up for what you believe. Don't seem like what we'll call it. Yeah, she's right.
I don't know. In my experience, it's always the snake you don't see that bites you. Anyway, There's clearly more going on here than a bunch of animancers sitting in dusty labs doing whatever they do all day. Beyond that, nah, I can't help you. Call me when you're back to facing real danger. Right, changing the subject.
Tell me about Emerald Stair.
Ask away.
Tell me more about it.
I'm surprised at how much more deadly it is than it used to be. Hunting was great here, and there were edible plants everywhere. That's all still true, but I never used to worry about being strangled by a wild root while I sleep. Still, the challenge keeps things interesting, right? You earn every breath out here.
And there's some shoots up. Heard anything interesting?
There is something big in the southeast of the region. Most hunters say to stay away from there.
Southeast. Doesn't track. Okay. I
haven't dealt with Delamgon and blights and such all that much. They usually don't bother you unless you step too far off the trail. Of course, that's pretty much a given in your line of work, so we're all doing things we're not used to doing. Still, if you have a choice between upsetting the forest and not doing that, think about it. Maybe consider that the Forest and Emerald Stair are known to hold a grudge.
Interesting. Tips of Xion?
Let's see. Less urgency for shelter here. You can find shrubs to block the wind or tree cover to protect from rain. There's also plenty of food around too, if you know where to look. Rule of thumb, if it's red, don't eat it. Or if it makes you itch. There's also just about any kind of game you can imagine. Just make sure whatever you catch doesn't have mushrooms growing out of its face. Oh, and be careful when you leave the roads. You never know when that deer you killed was some Delamgon's favorite pet.
Okay.
I think you know almost as much as I do at this point, Amakul. Not sure what else to say.
That's cool. Casual friend. Any other tips for surviving?
Let's see. Water can be a problem out here. Don't drink from the rivers or creeks you find here. They're full of saka. Literally. You can get good water from inside most plants here, especially the larger vines. Or you can tap most of the trees for sap. I always put out some kind of cloth to collect the dew in the morning. That's assuming Kai doesn't take it and use it as a nose rag. Oh, there's another tip. Make sure the people you're traveling with aren't Nim dudes.
Shit. The rivers are full of shit. Okay.
Right. Changing the subject.
That's enough for now, I think.
Pleasant dreams.
Now would be a good time to change my headphone battery. Still waking up. I don't think I've done that at any point today. Doesn't feel like it anyway. Right, rock and roll. I surviving, just a little bit tired. I'm going to get worse the next couple of days. Back for more, don't you have anything better to do? We're going to make these dreams a habit. Yes, I guess.
We had not considered this.
Still getting used to it. As everybody prone to visions. Dreamscourge around is not comfortable to hear voices. Especially not in dreams. Still getting used to having someone else in my head, I suppose.
Mundane. A lifetime lived in silence. We forget this. We wilt, we gnaw with hunger now. What has come of this place?
Situation is dire, someone needs to help. I'm amazed to survive this long. It's a mess. It comes with incompetent leadership. Well, there's truth in that. Someone needs to help them, though. Let's not be so cruel.
Or a gauntlet of steel. We feel them. They bend and hone the essence of the earth. They draw from our veins like a well. What are these rituals?
It's just this voice is in some way bound to the earth, which we've heard hints of before. Ah, a metaphysical topic I could teach you about. Animancy, they worship at the altar of progress, you're better off not knowing.
Eons have passed. We do not recognize these strange machines. A harvest grows, the dead rise. What do they hope to achieve?
Heal souls, learn secrets of life for the death, influence nature, harness power that Kith shouldn't have. I feel like learning the secrets of life and death is the closest thing to truth. Gaining knowledge and making the world a better place, hopefully through knowledge and technology and understanding of what we are.
Lift the shroud from the wheel. They build walls in their hearts. Why do they not share what they make?
Illegal in Adyr, who gives a crap what the Adyr think? The rest of the world doesn't. Why would... I mean, I get why it's so Adyr-centric, because that's where you're from, but not everybody else has that perspective, and it's like, it leans into it a bit hard on occasion, which is why I don't tend to pick that sort of line. Misunderstood, people don't trust animators, world isn't ready for them. I feel like these two are most accurate, 2 and 4. I'm going to go with misunderstood.
Punished, cast out. We understand.
That's a hint to what happened with Wodica.
Murky water in vain. What is the truth?
This is my theory, that this voice is a former god, or a god that was separate from the rest of the pantheon and had its people in the living lands, and Wodica and possibly some of the other gods turned on them and imprisoned them because they weren't part of their plan or something. And Wodica's as much of a bitch as the followers seem to be. Right, sorry. My fingers are showing the signs of my curry earlier, and I don't know why. Anything that can prove people's life is worth a risk. No knowledge is good or evil, it's how you use it. They can fight us, that's all they want. I'm not sure they'll win. Threat to the natural order. How you use it. Ooh. Excuse me.
Fire that burns the forest feeds the soil with its ash.
It's true.
We have learned much. Dream of soaring wings in your repose.
It's somewhat true, anyway. There are limits, of course. Right, my distraction's not withstanding. Let's push on your theory, Tigray. Well, we'll see how it pans out, won't we? This may all be a red herring, or it may not. Somewhere out here. Ah, that's it. When I ran out looking for pictures earlier today, amongst other things, and just a couple of bits and pieces like that. Okay, so we've got animancy method, consult with earlier, consult with Yvette and Remy. We might as well work our way around that, haven't we? As we make our way further west. Look, Kai's having a bit of difficulty there.
Emerald Stair has seen better days. With any luck, the turning of the seasons will favor us.
Be a big bit of luck, that. Do you have what's your opinion on the Dreamscourge?
Castel wants my professional opinion. What an honor. I have a few theories, but no firm conclusions. I have to ask, is it true? Did Vidaro kick her out of town?
He did. Gossip travels fast. Banish was the word he used, probably to make it sound official. To prepare, she was out of line. Gossip travels far. I'm afraid he did.
He's a bigger fool than I thought. Very well. I'll tell you what I know about the Dreamscourge. But first, I need some help around the farm. I'm up to my ears in chores around here, and the Revenants can only do so much. They can't do complicated tasks, you see. Anyway, I'm afraid the time has come to put down poor Silvo.
I think I may have already done that. If you're talking about the Revenant in the barn, I dealt with him. Let me guess, so I was on a cow goat. Let's not jump the gun here.
Silvo is one of my Revenants. My oldest, my favorite, and the pride of my flock. Someone needs to put a poor fellow out to pasture. And I just don't have the heart to do it myself.
Well, it's already dead. That's the hard part done right there.
When a Revenant goes bad, there's only one option. Final death. And poor Silvo's time has come.
Any connection with what happened with Beatrice?
Silvo is on a strict diet, but I suppose he could have gotten into the crops when my back was turned. You never know with these rascals.
Feels like you've been through this before.
Whether you're raising cows or corpses, every farmer lives with death.
I mean, there's some truth to that, I suppose. Where do the corpses come from, anyway?
Outsiders and travelers down on their luck. You'd be surprised how many people want to sell their bodies to animancy.
Say what you will about mercenary and military life. At least your obligations end at death.
Anyone else see a downside to giving monetary value to corpses?
This is a good forever home for the undead. Better than some crypt, anyway. But sometimes we have bad days.
Okay. My thoughts are that people give their bodies to science for medical advancement, things like that, fairly regularly. And prior to that, the solution was to dig them up without consent because we didn't have any other options. So, yeah, I think putting monetary value on corpses is perhaps not quite as bad as it might appear at a glance. Would you be interested in buying my future corpse? I'd hate to see what a good day at a corpse farm looks like. Must be hard on you losing remnants. Go down that road.
It's any easier. First, you mourn the loss of life, and then you mourn the loss of death. And that should cover everything. You can find Silvo in the barn. He's blocked the door somehow, but the window should be open. Just be gentle with him. He's a good boy. Envoy, a pleasure as always.
Job done.
Poor Silvo. He was a
How
bright
do you know, you
young
alright?
revenant, but a very old man. Thank you for giving him peace.
Didn't have a lot of fight left in him. How does one go attached to a walking corpse? Well, same way as anything else, really. Could it be alright?
I'll be fine. I've lost so many revenants over the years, and I'm always such a wreck afterward. So, the Dreamscourge. I've been keeping an eye on the readings from my fields. This
Yeah, not too
plague,
bad,
as
thanks.
we know it, is a recent development. But I believe whatever causes it is older by far. Maybe even as old as the living lands. The exotic plants and animals, the twisted landscape, the Dreamscourge. They have a common ancestor. There's something about the essence in the living lands that's different from anywhere else I've seen.
Haven't shared these findings. Some of your colleagues must have arrived at the same conclusion. Hoping we need to find the source of the difference if there's any hope of stopping it. Yeah, I think that's probably true, assuming the conclusion's accurate.
But how to find something so well hidden? Can something so metaphysical even be found? Not to get too superstitious, but in these troubled times, the arrival of a godlike is no coincidence. You are meant to be here. Toward what end, only you can say.
Fascinating, I'm sure Jets will be interested. Skeptical, but thank you for your insight. In other words, you don't know anything. What if it has something to do? What if it has something to do with the entity tethered to my soul? Well, yeah.
Seems a little far-fetched. Then again, what isn't these days? You're a godlike, so anything is possible. Perhaps your nature will grant you more answers.
Sure, Jess will be interested.
Well, I'm happy to give her some good news for a change. You and Giata are going to shake things up.
I like
As
the
for
outfit.
me, I'll be keeping a close eye on my flock.
Oh, and thank you for the nightmare fuel. I really have been sleeping entirely too well lately.
I'm remembering why people find this place unsettling.
Because they're slow to adapt. And afraid of things they don't really understand. The usual. Nice.
Your face! I mean, greetings.
And fuck you too, buddy. Right, the people I need to find next I think are down on the docks, because we ran into them, didn't we? Yeah, they're down here. We need to nail their wood back down again. This dock is not very well put together. Ow.
Did you hear that Giata was sent into exile?
Wonder if she needs a new research partner.
Or maybe a test subject?
Both. Anything to work with the great Giata Castel.
Remy, look what I found.
Nice double as well.
And godlike.
Do you think they can hear us?
Let's find out. Hello, me, Yvette. You friend?
Sure, friend. Blink at them with incomprehension. You do realise I understand you perfectly.
Remy, take a note. Fluent speech and upright posture show marks of sophistication in the endangered godlike. We heard that Giada partnered up with an outsider, but I had no idea you were a godlike. Fascinating.
Well, she better dial it back pronto or she's going to meet the business end of my shovel. Not that I have a shovel, but I'm sure I can find one. What's to learn about the Dreamscourge? Why are you talking to me like I'm some kind of specimen? World travels fast. Why are you talking to me like I'm some kind of specimen?
It's just that we've never met a godlike before. This is a big day for us.
Giata must have sent you to be our test subject. She knows how we adore your kind. Satisfy our curiosity and we'll give you everything Giata needs to finish her research. Deal?
Depends what you want from me. Everything. Why haven't you told us already? Let's face it, how about the goodness of your hearts? Why haven't you told us already?
The information wouldn't be worth anything if we just gave it to her freely, now would it? Let's begin the examination. If you could choose, who or what would you be in your next life? Next time you go around the wheel, you might not get so lucky.
Godlike, blending into the crowd. Some kind of mushroom. Lucky, think I'm lucky. Is this what you wanted to know?
Forget what I think. Let's keep the focus on you.
Wouldn't mind blending into the crowd for a change.
Tired of being remarkable? Interesting.
My turn. Some would call you blessed. Others would call you cursed. The fact remains, you were touched by the gods. Wouldn't you say that you owe something to the rest of us?
Excuse me, help people whenever I can. That's kind of annoying. Wasn't born to be your savior. Yeah, something along those lines is probably going to be the way.
It's a simple question. You have a fragment of a god inside of you. All we have are silent, unsympathetic gods, and a lifetime of unanswered prayers.
No kinder to me than you, wasn't born to be your savior. No kinder to me than they are to you.
Insightful answer, but not helpful.
Oh, I thought of another. We all know that godlike can't reproduce. How do you plan on leaving a legacy after you're gone?
Hopefully people remember me in the ways I've touched lives. Many ways to leave a legacy, mind none of your business. Worst questions I've ever heard. Godlike can't reproduce. That explains a few things. Tempting. The ways I've touched their lives.
Very optimistic, aren't we? I think that
I'm going to chuck these two in the ocean.
Thank you for that brilliant insight, godlike. You're a credit to your dwindling kind.
So, Giata wants to know all about the
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree,
yes?
no. If I have a
as
piece of a
being a
god inside me,
researcher,
then you should
Do
be
you want the good news
owing
or
me
the
something,
bad
not the other way
news?
around. Good news, please, for the love of God. Bad news, I want the two of you to stop practicing animancy for a bit. No. Let's have some good news.
The Dreamscourge is proof that an unprecedented metaphysical disaster can take place at any time.
Oh, that's a load off my mind. Sure beats not constantly worrying about the future.
How's that good news?
Giata will be interested to learn that the Dreamscourge cannot just be studied in a lab. Its nature is wild, so it has to be studied in the wild. Our machines and experiments would meddle with it too much.
And like anything affecting the soul, it must be connected to essence. Thus, if she wishes to discover more about the Dreamscourge, a pillar of Adra would be a good place to start.
Well, so maybe we ought to learn about Dreamscourge to essence contain Adra. Assume not any pillar will do, because nothing's ever simple. Ellie believes the Dreamscourge and living lands have a common ancestor. What do I do about the entity tethered to my soul? Common ancestor.
That wouldn't surprise me. Both are natural occurrences, after all. Terrible, but quite natural.
Most natural things are. Terrible, that is.
Oh dear. Entity tethered to my soul.
An entity, you say? If this entity is your patron, that's all perfectly natural. But if it's something else, with enough essence and a capable animancer, perhaps you could trace this tether back to its source.
Right. With a little fresh soccer, you can follow an ogre back to its lair. Still wouldn't recommend it.
Just be careful that your
Fresh
tether
shit.
doesn't snap back and kill you in the process.
Now that we've researched the mind of a godlike, the next step is anatomy. But we've taken enough of your time.
Keep your
Farewell.
creepy motherfucking hands to yourself.
Hurry, before they change their minds.
Ugh, I might have dozed off there for a bit. Were any of those words the ones we needed?
No, they were not. But they were the least informative of the two groups of people. Okay. Elder offerings. Defeat the angered spirits at the logging camp. Right. Okay. Uh-huh. Right, it's not particularly useful. Other offerings, that was the one. Oh, grave sites. Yeah. Yeah. So, off we go. Ooh. This next spot is the logging camp down here, isn't it, that need? That's an interesting looking thing. It's also on here. It's also interesting. So there should be grave sites somewhere around here, apparently. I've been here already. So be it. Oh dear, shadows.
You take lead.
And rock! And rock!
I missed.
And rock!
Bam.
And rock!
Huh. Seems to be missing. Strange.
Who's ready for more?
Not sure if I missed or if it was just mostly immune to my damage, but it wasn't going very well anyway for a minute there.
Seems like a waste to me, but it means something to them.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree, Kai. Yes. Right. Next, I guess what we've got here: Earth blights and find the cartographer. Okay, who is apparently up there somewhere. Guess we have to go a bit north because I don't think I'm getting across over here. I mean, actually, maybe I will. Oh, poop. Oh, actually, that could have gone worse. Could possibly have gone better, but could definitely have gone worse. Done again, and yeah. Right, okay. I see you're some kind of tree sprite thing. Looks a lot like a dryad. That's not quite what I had in mind. Well, don't suppose it'll like fire very much.
all right?
Okay. Oh, I didn't cook anything at camp last time. Oh well. A funny feeling coming over here will be worth it.
Didn't that
Zord, then?
photographer's letter say she was near Naku today?
Yes, it did. Overall, this game has both Kai and you know, the map markers quite aggressively pointing you in the direction you need to go. Our next game is not going to have that.
And roll! Next one's mine. And roll!
That was not a good shot.
And roll!
Yeah, Atom Fall is very much a mystery investigation type vibe.
And roll!
So it'd be quite a different tone, I think. Zerb Shaman, huh?
And roll! And roll!
Oof. That was problematic on occasion there. Yeah, we doing, chaps? It's interesting choice of quote there. Isn't that the same passage or section or book or whatever that Jules in Pulp Fiction was drawing from? If I remember correctly. Interesting. Yes, the irony of teaching that quite to kids, but objecting to teaching them about gay people and trans people and so on and so forth. Not overburdened with brilliance, really, some of these people, are they?
Here we go. Here we go.
And rock. Take worth and rock. Worth and rock.
Carefully land my shots there. I feel a little bit bad for just showing up at these guys' home and opening fire, but they take me on sight, so I don't feel that bad about it. Yeah, like I say, not overburdened with brilliance, these people. The irony that people suffering from extreme ignorance seem to think that they're the ones who get to dictate what's studied in schools. It's rather fucked up. Right, so we need to get up this way then. Cool. What I want to do is get rid of a load of this. I don't want to do that. I want to scrap a bunch of this. Interesting look, that. It's not really a brigandine, I don't think. If it were, well, I suppose it might be. It's just not a designer one. Okay. What's down here then?
Something's not right here.
Ah, this is where the blights were that we had to hunt for that bounty. Okay. King skeleton monk. Okay. See how decaying they are when I'm done with them. Ooh. That's how we do it. No.
and rot.
I won't let him through! Really?
Oh, right, got him. I got a little bit,
Good old days.
a little bit closer. Gleaming core, which apparently is the evidence I needed of my kill. Whew. I mean, could have gone better, could have gone worse, I think. Just in overwork, Steve. Yeah. Be a bit like that on occasion. So good. Like I saw a treasure map that had something to do with that bridge. I don't know, man. Bridge seems familiar in some way. Cool ruin down there. So there might be a camp up that way.
Worth and rot.
Well done.
Turned his head and got himself shot in it.
I think I sprained my shoulder.
Ooh. Feel like I got something cool there. Huh. Some floaty rocks there. Why not both? Okay, so I've climbed all the way up here and my situation is non-improved. Aha! Maybe. Need to charge it with electricity and my electric gun, so that works quite nicely. Winner. That went well. Following the cable was
The godless ruins before. Never went any closer than this.
interesting. Yeah, not exactly Nakutatic grounds, okay. Yeah, kind of gave it away, the cable. Ooh. Not sure if that looks like it might be Wildwoods, what I'm looking for or not. Shite.
Show me what you got. Arms up.
Eckworth and Roth! Eckworth and Roth!
Coming for the queen. Take her out.
I can't keep you stuck.
And Roth! Eckworth and Roth! Eckworth
Try some
and
frost
Roth!
then.
Seal mes mito.
Let's beat you with my magic stick. Wait, that really sounds like something else.
Then Roth!
Another down.
Ooh, good work, Marius.
Then Roth!
Ooh. Queen put up a fight. Was interesting. Yeah, if licenses are a thing, bargain booze and the like. Yeah, hopefully things are onward and upward, Steve. That's shillelagh. There's definitely some shillelagh vibes about that. Ah. On reflection, I don't think this is what I was looking for, but I do wish this place wasn't quite so dark.
Right behind you.
Eckworth and Roth!
Take your best shot. Take him down. Shot.
Eckworth and Roth!
You're not looking good.
Oh, I'm not, am I? Oof. Closer to dying there than I thought.
Eckworth and Roth!
Alright. Yeah, it's very British classifying it off here as essential business during a pandemic. I do kind of approve, though. We couldn't drink during the pandemic, we'd have all gone a bit crazier. No, pretty much the same thing. Like bargain booze and stuff that specialises in selling alcohol that you can't drink in the shop. Basically the same as a liquor store. I would think. I don't know. I think we need an American call on this one. Very much square.
Hey, you there? Need some supplies?
Do you need your face textures back?
Salutations,
So it would seem.
traveler. Welcome to lovely Naku Tadek. It's seen better times, but it's still a marvel of ancient architecture. Oh, but I forget myself.
Wonder if I need to
I'm
update that
Alyssa,
driver.
A wanderer and explorer, and sometimes even a merchant. Like now. Care to see my wares?
I like her dress. Interesting place to set up shop.
Yeah, I get it. Truth be told, I'm mainly here to study the ruins. Nothing wrong with picking up some profits on the side, though, huh? Between spare supplies and interesting finds, I've got a few things that I wouldn't mind.
Nature of a liquor store.
See what I have?
My theory is basically a small shop that just sells, all near enough just sells alcohol. So what's she got? Ooh, War Mage's robe. That's interesting. We need some upgrades, but otherwise that's quite cool. Ability cast speed, damage reduction, extra damage reduction. Yeah, that looks nice. I like the look of that. I mean, its look alone is reason enough to buy it, in my view. Great. That's going to clean out most of the money, though. That's the only thing. I would like that. I'd like both of these, but yeah, I don't know. I can't afford them, so. That's definitely a starting point. Yeah, I'm buying that epically awesome robe. Because I like the look of that. I will need to... It's a bit purple. But, yeah, it's not so bad. Got me a big purple dress. Somehow it doesn't quite align with my massive mustache, but anyway. It's not quite the way I would like to see robes designed, generally. Close to what was in Dragon Age Origins is more my thing. I will actually equip it once it's got better stats than my current situation, which is when I've upgraded it. Or will be when I've upgraded it. The off-license bit really... I don't know. To my mind... Just because a place has an off-license, does that make it an off-license, I wonder? There's definitely definition questions there. Yeah, but no, but yeah, but I suspect is the answer. So yeah, different different name for the same thing, basically. If they get large, technically speaking, a supermarket is an off-license, but I don't think we'd call it that. Mind you, where do wine merchants and the likes fit into the equation? Like in my hometown, there's a miniature supermarket that only sells wine. But they might also sell snacks and things, but basically it's just wine. I hear stuff. I see stuff. Aha! Nice. Okay. Husky German Shepherd. Yeah, I imagine a Husky German Shepherd is adorable and fluffy. Yeah, is what's the image that's in my mind. Right, so I need to find this cartographer. Up there somewhere. I mean, if there's anything over here, but the look of the place does entice me. Oh, out. Zoreps.
Eggsworth and Rob.
Surprise, boys.
Good one.
Doing that very carefully so I don't accidentally fall to my demise. Ah, is a view. Whew.
Eggsworth and Rob. And Rob. And Rob.
Bloody priest in there again.
And Rob.
Not anymore, there ain't. Alright. Well, my pistol needs a bit more of an upgrade. Need a bit more punchy. Possibly a boost to my might stat. Ooh. What here? Wolf gloves, huh? Buff your dexterity and your crit, which is crit chance, and also attack speed. For now, no, but still quite good. Do you think there might be a whole wolf armor set out there somewhere, which would be quite badass if it goes the way I think it would, for the right build? Why do the Zorps have their own unique spears? I don't think I want to be on the receiving end of one, though.
Here they come. This one's mine. And Roth!
Ooh, there's a couple of big boys there.
And Roth! Make Worth and Roth! Not looking so good.
Oh, he got me with a pretty badass lunge, actually.
Worth and Roth! I can't. Back on foot. Look left. And Roth! Watch your back. And Roth!
Gotcha. Oof. A bit of a challenge, but okay. Whole bunch of Zorps around here. Been wearing those robes ever since you found them. They are quite cool. Perhaps a teeny little bit too dress-like for my large mustache touting wizard. But still. Well, might we go back the way we came? Because I think we have reached a dead end. Also, I've got a back claw or something. Oh, I don't like the heights. Fuel looks pretty nice from out here. Albeit somewhat overgrown. I think nature's trying to claw its way back at the town. Yep. That's interesting. All my gear is like one step below exceptional, I think, at the moment. I feel like I'm not putting out quite enough damage at the minute, though.
This is a...
Fine mace. I mean, I don't really need it, so... Don't really need that anymore either, do I?
It's a spiritual haven. Could we remove the animancy equipment, please?
Take it up with the governor.
But he told me to ask you.
In that case, the answer is no.
It's a somewhat music exchange.
Oh, hey, it's you. Oh, my favorite customer. Here to peruse my
Yeah, it's
wares.
the
I
old one
hope?
with the sparkly face. So many bad jokes, so little time. Nice. Well, I don't really need that. Don't really need that either. Because there's better options. Being able to freeze things, that's not desperately necessary, or burn things with Magron's Fury, but they are occasionally intermittently useful and a bit thinner on the ground, I've found. So yeah, that helps. Yeah. I feel like I'm, that's about the right level in terms of my gear, but I feel like my,
Have you spoken to Alfonso? He seems in a low spirits.
You didn't hear? Someone desecrated the shrine.
No. What about the reliquary? It means the world to him.
Gone. But whoever took it is in for a surprise. It's cursed by the mad god Aethus.
Oh, poor bastard.
yeah, I feel like I do need a bit more on my might stat to put up the damage up a little bit more. Alright, what's 7 there? I like that my attack speed and action speed is up a bit. Deception is becoming less and less useful at this level. I might dip the resolve a bit, put a couple of points into might. That might be the play. Might be the play. Gets more and more expensive as you level up though. How am I doing? I'm nearly at level 11 as well. I'm doing okay on here, I think. Yeah, I think putting some points into might is going to be the play. I think this is going to lead me back in the general direction of where we got into the discussion with
Coming in hot.
the Zorit. Yep, thought so. Come full circle, literally. Graveyard.
Well, there are worse places to go.
I mean, there's some truth to that. Be the late cartographer. They don't seem particularly interested in me, so... Ching ching. Not doing any harm, so... Leave them be, I guess. Okay, just chilling. There. Ooh. No, that was the plan. On the other hand, somebody had a happy accident. Curious as to how a primal rock differs from any other kind of rock, to be honest. Interesting. Weird up every time I come past. It can only be divided by one myself. Touche. Well done. Reminds me of my brother's joke over Christmas, that one. It's the sort of joke he would approve of, I think, that one. Perhaps more of a British-orientated joke, but yeah, there's a band playing in town called Vorderman, and he wondered whether or not they were math rock. So...
One of your machines shocked me. I wasn't even anywhere near it.
Really?
Were you wearing anything made of copper? A ring, maybe?
What? I don't know.
You might want to visit Monto for a soul reading.
What I want is to meditate in peace. If you've come to Naku to deck for a funeral, I'm afraid you're late. Or early, perhaps? And if you're an animancer, show a little respect for the ruins.
No ghoulish camp ally. We already have the, what's his name though? The Nuka-Cola oriented ghoul fellow, so we do have one already. Yeah. Yes, it is a bit surprising that. What do you have against Animancy? What's this place? You mentioned funeral. Thanks for the warning. What is this place?
Naku to deck dates back to ancient times. It was, and remains, a mausoleum of the soul. Unfortunately,
and the alien, yeah.
godless
Zozo.
ruins have a
Two of
strong
them.
connection to the other side. They attract unwanted attention.
See why Animancers might find this place intriguing?
Wherever there's an Adra pillar, you can count on animancers circling it like flies. When my order first heard of this place, they sent us overseas to guide wayward
Very glowing.
souls into their next life.
Wouldn't make much of an ally, though. Yeah, Feral or a glowing one wouldn't really make for much of an ally. They'd just be, like, ravening. Even if they don't attack you, they still wouldn't do much else other than that. Gonna need a bit more context in that, Wayne. What pack did I buy? What was it? I'm not sure what you're referring to. Codless Ruin, Emerald Stair, rumored to be ancient burial site. Animators inter the dead in the hopes the departing souls replenish the essence of the city's farms. Interesting. So they are kind of using souls to nourish, literally using souls to nourish the farms then. That's getting a bit more iffy at that point. Souls need much help with that?
More help than you might guess. Reincarnation is not a perfect system. The flaws and inefficiencies are why the field of animancy exists at all. So, in accordance with Berith, we are midwives of a different labor. Life into death.
I suppose the opposite, I guess. I got the premium upgrade for the Game Pass version of it. Basically to get access to early, like the 5 days of early play. If you're not doing that, which obviously wouldn't be anymore because it's out, I probably wouldn't bother with the premium edition because there's a couple of armor sets that you can get once you get to your first party camp, but they're nothing special. They're heavy armor sets. Yeah, and that's about it. There might be some other bits and pieces maybe, but I think that's basically the big difference. There might be a higher top special edition, like collector's edition version that might have some nice stuff to it you could look at, but I'd probably go standard or have a look at... The other question is DLC. I don't know if that will be a thing. I don't think DLC was on the list of things that are included in the premium edition, but yeah, that might be something to keep an eye out for. And have a look around, have a look on like whatever storefront you're looking at. But it is on Game Pass, so there's that as well. Skins for your companions, that's the other one, yeah. Yeah, I'd probably go standard at this point. Mind if I take a look around?
Not at all. The Adra pillar is most inspiring. Just watch your step around the equipment and the memorials.
I've spent a lot of time trying to keep people out of Barrett's grip.
I'm trying to work, but these mystics keep getting in my way.
I mean, balancing all things or something. Okay, so you head into the ruins there. So yeah, the mystics preventing you from working, not ideal. Are you desecrating their holy sites? Maybe we have some respect for that. But again, there's probably a happy medium somewhere to be found on that. Which is exactly what you want when you're trying to communicate with the dead. A happy medium. Adra everywhere. No worries, fine. Hope it was at least some way informative for you. As always, investigations before buying is never bad advice. True pioneer in the field of self-experimentation, after breaking his soul apart, he lost the knowledge of how to reassemble it again. May his greatest achievement never be replicated. Maxim Vidaro. Oh, former governor current governor's father. Husband, father, visionary that equal gave us new beginning, new land, new purpose, asked for nothing in return. Fielmes Averno is his legacy and our responsibility. Dwarf Psyche escaped from a local prison. Authorities will look out for a small medium at large. That is a large rock. A fine bow. It's the first fine bow I've seen. Life and death are cherished in Emerald Slayer, but no one more so than Ado Tedek. These ruins are a passage for the souls who return to the cradle of the living lands. Acolytes of Darth are expected to maintain certain procedures when dealing with the dead or the dying. Families are welcome near to bear witness or contribute to their level of comfort. Bathing. Treat the remains with clean water and scented oils. Wrapping. We leave life as we came into it, comfortably swaddled. Passage. Remains are given 3 days to rest by the Ardra Pillar. Should allow ample time for a soul to find its way. Contemplation. Families and acolytes are welcome to meditate while observing decomposition in the pursuit of closure and acceptance. Burial. Remains taken from Ado Tedek and returned to the soil. Many of these rituals predate settlement of Emerald Stair. Ado Tedek is no stranger to the passage of souls. We expect transition into the next life to be one of ease and relief to all involved. I like the design of the animancy equipment.
I failed you, my lord.
Luminous Alphons. Vanessa Pastor. First animator successfully travelled to the afterlife, if only she could have journeyed back. Oh dear. That is a very large chunk of Adra.
Please, my friend. You can take what you want from the shrine. Just don't break anything.
I wasn't going to rob you. Place is disaster. Valuables left. Don't think the gods would be happy to hear that. I wasn't planning on robbing you.
So he was working alone. Forgive me. These are difficult times for a man of faith.
Nice robe on as well.
While I was at prayer, a bandit held a knife to my throat and stole the reliquary of Saint Widwin. Just look at me. Gods, I'm still shaking.
I read that Widwin was Earth's vessel during the Saints' War. Is that right? Which way did they go? Couldn't let them get away. Bandits, where are we in danger? Lesson learned. Put it somewhere safer next time. Earth's vessel?
He was. The war ended years ago. Yet still the scars remain. Maybe the gods have abandoned the living lands. Or maybe they've abandoned me.
Little condescending. Oh dear. Often silent doesn't mean they don't hear our prayers. Which way do they go? Show them the gods are on your side. Or they want us to fix things on our own. That springs to mind. Don't go running into any more bandits, you'll be fine.
Thank you. It's good to know there's still kindness on the frontier. He fled west into the wilderness. There's nothing there but a Delumgan glade. If you find him, please, no more bloodshed. Vengeance will not make this right.
Well, if it means to get back the relics, won't it? I wasn't going to resort to murder over a relic anyway. What's an Athosian priest doing it here anyway? It might make me feel better. What's an Athosian priest doing here anyway?
Most of my faithful brethren became acolytes of Berith. But she is not the only god who embodies the cycle of life. This is where souls return to the living lands. Can't you feel it?
Not really. Been feeling a lot lately. Hard to interpret. Not really, but I trust you. Oh yeah, very potent. Don't you have a missing relic to worry about? Hard to interpret.
This is a place of power. Stay a while. Perhaps it will speak to you. May the light shine on you. May it shine on the thief as well. I will try to understand his motives.
A saint's relic? Where would you even find something like that?
People who mean no malice generally don't go into banditry.
Yeah. Ooh. Ugh, yikes. Might be time for a nap. Welcome back, Adyran. Okay. Cool. So I'll upgrade this to here at least. Nice. And boom, boom, boom. Does that work well? I have to look into where there's alternate arquebuses because I know there's a unique one here somewhere. I inadvertently read about it. I'm kind of not been upgrading that because it seemed pointless to do so. Also, I've been exploring. I don't think I found many totem pieces yet. I think I might have found one, but yeah. Which occurs to me, I should probably check that that is actually better. Light buzzing around. Slightly better damage reduction. And stamina, but less essence. And buffs your essence in and of itself. This one says cast speed, damage reduction. That is a dip in essence from taking that off, isn't it? Oh no, it's not. So that's minus. So that's actually 10 essence, 10 maximum essence more than that. But I lose. Cast speed. Can't change the enchantment on my robe, apparently. Kinda sucks. I actually feel like maybe that wasn't the play. Though I do like the look better. And area effect damage is improved. So 3% on top of that. It's kind of hard to tell exactly how these things work. There's definitely a lack of a decent comparison option. I feel like I may have made a mistake there, actually. I think the Arcanist Gambeson might actually be better. You like the extra damage reduction? I'm not sure it does offer any extra damage reduction, though. Because it claims it's got 3% extra damage reduction. But the Arcanist Gambeson has 3% more there. So it has more anyway. So there's 2 extra points off of it. So it saves you 2 points of direct damage at a cost of 30% stamina and do some 30% essence rather, and it has area effect. So you've got cast speed instead of area effect damage. Yeah, I feel like that was probably not the play. Yeah, I think that was a mistake. I think keeping it for maybe for its appearance, but in hindsight, it's actually not better. The lack of decent ability to compare one item to another is extremely annoying in this game. Side-by-side comparison could be done much more easily. Or there's got to be a more easy way of doing it. Yeah, I don't feel like the damage reduction is like 2 points of damage each time versus definitely an overall loss in other areas. So. Ah, well. Not the end of the world, but... Cooking. It's kind of distracted by the fact that Kai's in the way of the cooking station. Some grog, apparently. Still not a big fan of this. This menu is not great. I guess it's supposed to be yeah, I guess it's supposed to be console friendly or controller friendly, but it's just annoying, really. Okay. And so our next player thing. I'm inclined to go that way and then sort of work my way north. Any quests that look like they might be a bit of a stretch? Not really, allegedly. Cool. Music sounded faintly Star Wars for a second then. Right. No more quests over here though. So let's be having you. Further this way, isn't it, the bridge? Arr. Lots of mushrooms everywhere. We go left.
Quiet as the game. You're mine now. Here we go. And rock.
Holy shit, that dude absolutely decked me. No, he won't do that again, will he? Oof.
Who's ready for more?
Ready to chill out 70, yep. Looks like Game Pass is an option, depending on what system you've got available, I suppose. I think my current view is 7.5 to 8-ish out of 10, maybe 7.5. I think there are a few bits about the game that do annoy and disappoint me, even as I enjoy it quite a lot. Ancient grotto, huh? I don't know if that's a good idea at all. Let's have a look over here first. Hi, you dick. Get out of the way. Move your big blue ass. Break. That was dumb. Yeah, it is good fun. I enjoy it. The UI could be a little bit better in a number of ways, and there's a few dialogue issues that bug me a little bit. It needs a photo mode, and it doesn't have that. On the whole, it's a good game. A few areas where I think combat could be still go up Paladin, or at least an Adyran soldier. Yeah, there's a few areas where combat could be aha, a little more nuanced perhaps, but crafting reminds me a lot of
Unseen, unheard.
Skyrim, but simpler. Did I change Kai's armor? Yeah, I changed the look of it. You don't actually change the stats on them. Actually, I did it for both of the characters. They both got different suits of armor on. Or different outfits on, anyway. Those are special edition features though, by the way. The different armor sets. Premium edition, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Apparently we're heading towards the Chantons. Big Willie. Let's watch out for him. I got walloped by Big Willie. I'm beaten down by Big Willie. Solid 7. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, worth grabbing DLC if they get it. That's going to be one of the drawbacks to playing it through Game Pass, I think. DLC.
Anyone else feel a draft? There. I bet there's something behind that broken window.
Stay alert. Just in case.
Let this be a lesson. Do not mess with the Trentons. We come to collect when we come to collect our protection fee. It better be ready and full, otherwise your home, your coin, and your lives are forfeit. Well, more incentive to kill them, really, doesn't it?
You take lead. What's that?
And roll!
This is not a great place to have a fight on a slopey tree branch. Spawn of a beach. You won't be getting another show off. Where are my boys? They're both down because they're both a bit shit. You're a shit friend, because you went down and you didn't get back up. Well, you got back up once, but still, it's not the point. Could have fought better. It's my review of Kai's performance there. Coulda, woulda, shoulda fought better. Ooh. Got him. Do I use the godlike power that heals me by its allies? I completely forgot I have it, because it doesn't come up very often. Good shout. Anyway. Is it any good at resurrecting me after I'm dead? Yeah, 70's a lot to ask, I think. That's a fair point. And it's a decent sized game, so I wouldn't say you're being exactly deprived.
What's that?
Come again, Raw! Now!
Eggsworth and Rock!
Another down.
A little bit better when I just went straight at them, really, didn't it?
Nothing like a win with a good team.
Did it again. I think I'd have learned my lesson, but apparently not. It's supposed to be a AAA release, Steve, because I'm pretty sure AAA's release is a little bit different. Oh, Freudian slip there. Yeah, 80s. I don't know. There's not many games out there that I think are worth that much. I don't know, like some games maybe if you're getting a huge amount of replayability and a great deal of content. But most games, they're pushing it. Look at that quote you mind.
Something behind that broken window.
Stay alert, just in case.
Well, it sounded like there was something up here. Turns out not so much. I think and hope he says that the sequel, when it eventually comes along, follow-up to Avowed, will perhaps be somewhat closer to being worth 70 quid, because they'll hopefully not fall to their death. On the other hand, yeah, I think they'll iterate on some of the systems and improve bits and pieces, like have the multiple paths to an objective thing is cool, but they don't quite go far enough with it, things like that. My hope is that they'll sort of iterate and things like that, improve the combat and the dialogue, sharpen things up, and a subsequent follow-up will hopefully be able to learn the lessons of shortcomings such as they are for this one.
Don't mess with it. You're dead. Take worth and wrong. Mine. Worth and wrong.
Little jump shot. Finish the job.
You're gonna regret
Company.
this.
Worth and wrong. Take worth and wrong. Coming down the right. And wrong. Worth and wrong. Kill yourself. Worth and wrong.
It's the plan.
And wrong. And wrong. And wrong.
Right, just Big Willie to finish off now.
I got it. And wrong. Seal mes mito.
Beat him with me, big glowy stick. In doubt, finish off Big Willie with me stick. Yep, okay. Ooh, family brigandine. They've got some family armor. Okay, what if I hit you with this? Oh, it doesn't help. What did I get for my trouble there? I can go away. I can go away. Plain great axe. Again, don't really need those, so. A lot of stuff moved on. That's not bad looking armor, actually. Health, dodge speed, distance, and move speed. That's actually pretty good. It's better than what I've got, actually. It's just dodge distance and a bit of dexterity, so yeah. They are probably a bit too full on for me. They're not, actually. That's because I've transmogged them. Okay, right. Never mind. Cool. Yeah, got something, a couple of decent bits and pieces. What's that armor stats, incidentally? I'm going to use it because it's heavy armor, but... companions deal more damage and you get carry capacity. That's actually not bad. Well, carry capacity is not that useful in this game. Signet ring, talisman, and gauntlets. Okay, let's see what the deal with those is. Gauntlets, power attack damage, and not really. It's talisman. Perception. Ooh! You know what I'm going to do? That's actually... I get annoyed by not having quite enough perception often enough. And drinking potion to clear my effects is useful. But it's not solving a problem that's irritating me, so... Note from Big Willie. Rangers are onto us, can't shake off our trail. We can give them a damn good reason to stop. Try and isolate one or two of them out in the wild, pick off the runt of the litter and bring them here. Expect the Rangers to back off or we spin their guests back to Eora in pieces. So it's... that's the deal, is it?
Many thanks, my friends.
There we go.
Much as I hate to say it, there's no way I could have fought past those bastards on my own. Name's Verano. I'd love to stay and give proper thanks, but Ranger Asierno needs my report.
I enjoyed Starfield. I'm currently playing Cyberpunk, so that's my 2 cents on that one. They have improved the driving quite a lot now, actually. Not all as far as it needs to go. There's definitely room for improvement still, but they have improved it a lot since the initial launch. If someone put an open world game, say hello, and it's just owned. Yeah, another feeling. Yeah. My driving's entertaining in Cyberpunk. It was. It still is fairly entertaining, but I'm much better at it now that the cars behave more like actual cars. Yeah, subscribe to IGN because I just kept ragging on it. Yeah, a lot of people did that. Like the same shit with 76 when that first came out. There's a lot of people just cashing in because it's where the money was in negativity. But it was decent when it came out, at least on PC. Needed a little bit of work, of course, but what open world game doesn't? And yeah, it's just got better and better. It was horrific on last gen consoles, but it should never have been on them in the first place. It was never going to run on hardware that old, so yeah. Was that like PS4? So that launched in 2014. Yeah, it was never going to run on that. It was challenging and up-to-date hardware, so... Wasn't entertaining for the pedestrians. No, not so much. Shotgun Corpo on? Oh, that'd be fun. Currently doing mostly pistols and net running, but street kid. Kind of a bit of a contradiction in terms of the net running, but yeah, you get net runners from streets, I suppose. Right, anyway. What are you doing here? You need rest in no ship to travel. Why would these people take you hostage? Why not just kill you? To get them to leave them alone, hopefully. Why would you attack a building at stronghold line? What are you doing here?
I came here with Ranger Casagrada to scout this area out. Oh, we got a tip that a force of bandits was gathering at this old homestead. One of us must have stepped on a twig, because they spotted us right away. When I squared off, Casagrada ran the other way. Said he was going to grab Dorso for backup.
I see. Can't believe your partner left you behind.
Trust me, I wish he hadn't. But you can't fault a young man for being afraid. After
No, but for running like a bitch you can.
Several more bandits joined the fight. They overwhelmed me and took me hostage. I overheard them talking about meeting someone next to a root-strangled tree with a view of the town. They seemed to think their contact was one of the rangers. But that would make that ranger a traitor.
Probably. Casagrada, possibly, yeah.
Oh, I seriously doubt it. Casagrada is a bright enough kid, but he doesn't have the capacity to conspire.
It's him.
I bet my life that Casagrada isn't a traitor. Just a coward.
Why would someone want to betray the Rangers?
See, that's the damnedest thing. I don't know. The bandits have it worse than we do. That's why they are bandits. So they have nothing to offer. With the way trade has dried up, there is no one else here. No Thirdborners, no Paradisans, and certainly no Wardens from Solace. There is just monsters. And you.
No achievement for police scanning every planet. Yeah, that's crazy ground. But there should be one. Yeah, if there's one thing that you haven't scanned and it's impossible to scan, I think that's fair enough. Let's have it worse than... Okay, you're right. Yeah, I didn't think what he was rambling on about made a lot of sense. We've got to be more at the story
Maybe
here.
so. And I'm too close to it to see the whole thing. Well, I should start hobbling back. Thanks again for looking out. I owe you one, and Casagrada owes us both. If you're in the area, go see Captain Asierno at the Watchtower. She'll be glad to see you.
I'm not sure what to make of this, but I don't like it.
Nah, something dodgy's going down, that's for sure. Right, apparently there's a potentially more out this way, but what's we doing for time? Okay, I think our next play, what's this? Animacy method, yeah. Might be worth getting that one a bit sooner and then pick up Gianna, was it? A wizard lady. Report to Ranger Captain. Read the reliquary, okay. Yeah, I might see if I can't get out and do that one. Because it would be good to get that done. And add a additional, well, add a healer to my party instead of a slightly not massively effective fighter. Looking forward to the Metal Gear Solid stuff. That's cool. I haven't played any of that stuff since the first game. Way back when... Well, what was the first game? It's just Metal Gear Solid on the PS1. I think I might have briefly played one of the follow-ups. But I don't recall getting on with it very well. Still, times change on that, so who knows. So I'm facing this way, and I do need to swing to the left, and that swings to the left.
Then roll.
Watch the left.
Take worth and roll.
Nice right.
Get there eventually.
Not
It's
bad.
exactly smooth, but we succeeded eventually. This place is, but it does look interesting. Pagroon and cash. And a barred door. It's not the first one of these we found, and the last one we found was definitely doing well.
Then roll. Take worth and roll. Worth and roll. Take worth and roll.
Did I get him? I don't think I did I? Definitely didn't that time.
And roll.
That was Marius. Oof.
That's all of them.
Little hairy for a minute there. Level 11, nice. Ooh, right now, what do you mean? Oh, I only start getting them every few levels after here, don't we? I definitely need to rejig that then. Yeah, after level 10. Increase my gun damage, that would seem like the one to go for, wouldn't it? Spirit Lance would be nice to have. As well as would Missile Salvo. Oh, it's more of a spear than a ranged thing. Okay, so I think I want that. So do I go Missile Salvo, which is useful for sure, or do I up my pistol damage? I want both, really. Difficult choice. Cheers. Don't know. You know what? I am going to go for that one. I've got a gap in my list of abilities down there that I think that will fill nicely. Doesn't seem to be anything up top, but down the bottom there does. Bunch of common weaponry, that kind of sucks. What's it does? Treasure has to be around here somewhere. Light contraption attached to the wall. Doesn't recognise the symbols. Yay. I've got theories. Thing works, but how? Pickaxe sparked when he was chiseling the contraption, it came to life. Some weird noises.
Feels. This is exactly the kind of place you'd find a Park-Room cache.
That's evidenced by the fact it's called Park-Room Cache. Fine pistol. Had a plan. Ismario was going to try and reason with them. If it went poorly, did distract the beast while Timur snuck out to get help. They asked if he made the machine. Ismario said no, we just turned it on. It all went to shit after that. Unlikely Timur made it. Beast caught him. Ismario won't last long with a doctor. Beast practically disemboweled him. Yeah, it doesn't sound like shit's going well for them down here. I need a light spell of some kind. Fine, great hammer, huh?
You take.
You guys put out a bit more damage, I'd appreciate it, instead of just letting me get absolutely walloped. Yeah, it's a few games. That is definitely a few games. Yeah, more lore stuff that may or may not be useful, but seeing what I can hear is upstairs. That worked. What's down here then? alternative. Odd Cure's Grimoire. Ooh, what's the deal here then, I wonder? Chillblades, Ring of Fire, Returning Storm, and Pull of Eora. Which I couldn't cast anyway. There's some interesting stuff there. Don't know that I want to use that. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Oh, that was successful. That went well indeed.
One moment.
I can hear shimmering, but I don't see it. We think underground, but for there not being any sign of a way to get underground. So maybe there's a cave over here. Seems possible. Something up there. Let's explore. Gilded Skull Trinket. Reduces cooldown for second wind by 15%. Interesting. Cool, well, I'm not going to use it though. Right. No evidence of a... cave though, so... You know what the real question is when it comes to games, though, that you own? How many copies of Skyrim do you own? That's the true measure, isn't it? Technically, I think I'm on 3. Although, to be fair, Bethesda gave me 2 of those. of them personally, and one of them because I had a Game of the Year edition, complete edition or whatever it was on PC first. And there we go. I went a bit further north than I intended to there. I went planned to go the other way, but... Free for you. What I really want is a good frost, a good fire, a good electric and spell, and then a bit of utility after that. Some direct and some AoE, or a couple of AoEs on the end of it maybe. Frost. That's useful. Actually, that's good as an AoE. Leveling up that a few times wouldn't be bad. And top things off with cool stuff in a grimoire. Need to spend some time thinking about this, because I might have to rework my build a little bit again. There. I think I might have some armor to scrap, yeah. Right. Oh yeah, Legacy Edition and Anniversary Edition actually count separately. 3 for you, Gray. 360 PC standalone PC Compendium with Morrowind and Oblivion. Oh crikey! And that's some versions there now. And Anniversary Edition and Special Edition. Yeah. Got the upgrade on Xbox. Yeah, I got ones back there, something you'll be able to see 'cause it's on the shelf. But yeah, standard edition with all DLC. Then they bumped me up to special edition when that came out for free, and then when anniversary edition came out, yeah, they gave me a code for that. They gave everybody who had it on PC a special edition version though, so not remarkable there. Right, what grimoires have I got? Fan of Flames, Fireball, Ring of Fire, Meteor Shower. I kind of want there's some stuff in there, Embers, that I definitely would like. Jolting Top, Snap, Spirit Lance, Missile Salvo, okay. Veil, Snap, Spirit Lance, Black Bow. think I want that one, really. Bits of Safe and Veil, Staff, Blizzard. I mean, that would be useful to have equipped. So would that one. Chill Blades, Ring of Fire. Yeah, I don't see myself having this equipped, to be honest. That does seem like it would be a good one to equip. Aethels. While learning a bunch of other spells, maybe. I'd have to level it up quite a bit because it's still common at the moment, which I could do, but setting up which oh crikey, so that time already. Yeah, figuring out exactly which grimoire to use and stuff is and which spells to equip makes the spellcaster builds versatile, but also kind of harder to set up. Whereas with, I feel like with either melee or ranged or whatever, it's a little less. There's fewer choices to make. That's the impression I get. Yeah, PC mods are the way to go for Skyrim, for sure. Night, Adyran, have a good one. Still prefer to use the regular grimoire elements. I can kind of see why to some extent. Some good spells in it. And then what? Buff it up with learning higher tier spells. It just depends on the combinations that you want, really. You've got a grimoire with everything you want in it, or a set of spells that you want in it, where you want all of them, or pretty much all of them. It's a good one to pick. If not so much, then pick something different and, you know. That was not the button I wanted, and I got F for it.
On your right. And roll. We'll show him. I won't let him through.
Oof.
I was just getting warmed up.
Well, could have gone better, could have gone worse. Yo. I'm curious what this place is.
Nice tree fort. Good visibility of the area.
The ranger outpost, and it is actually a tree fort.
I hope the hunters come back soon. There's simply not enough. I hope the hunters come back soon.
I do like the idea that the rangers have set up shop in a tree fort.
Definitely a nice defensible setup. Not bad.
Rangers of the West Outpost, read very carefully. If your name is not Vincenzo, do not eat rations marked Vincenzo. Need firewood. Goodies there. Got then stuff to scrap. Yeah, it's a tough call what I'd want to do next time. I played a bit as a two-handed sword wielding character, and that's fun in this. Although the kind of sword play needs a little bit of work, like your blocks and parries and stuff. They're there, but they're a little rudimentary, so you know. Otherwise, sword and board with like an axe does feel like it'd be quite good fun. Well, apparently there's a really good sword as well. So, you know, either way. Then dual-wielding pistols would be quite fun, but I'm kind of doing pistols now, so I'm a little less keen on that idea. Sword and board definitely appeals, though. Spear and board? Possibly, if there's a cool enough spear. The vibe isn't quite right in this. I've wanted to do that sort of build. Considered going down that road for like an Elden Ring build, maybe. That might be cool. It's not quite there in this game, I don't feel. And it's not quite there in Elden Ring neither, so there you go. Yeah, that was fun. It is 1 minute to 11 already. Times we chariot. Didn't make quite as much progress as I was hoping to make there, but we explored a bit. We found some cool stuff. We picked up a couple more quests. Basically completed a few, although we've got to turn them in. On the one hand, I'm a little concerned about spending a bunch of money on rejigging my build and stuff. And I do slightly regret getting that armour that it turns out wasn't as good as I thought it was. Oh well. But at the same time, once I turn a lot of this stuff in, I should get a large dump of cash on me, so should offset some of my expenses a little bit. But I do think I need to make some adjustments. Mixture of fire and ice, I think, is what I want to do. I've got some stuff that leans into buffing my electric spells, but I can switch that out, so I'm kind of tempted to go down that road and get a bit more fire and ice and then get some supplementary stuff as well. Because I like ice for slowing creatures down and stuff. Goes well with my pistol. Then my pistol is doing electric damage, so I don't know. Might have to have a look, see if there's any upcoming cool, unique pistols. See what unique weapons are in the game, maybe. Might be fun. Yeah, that was fun. We'll jump back in tomorrow night. We'll dive in around about 8 o'clock. I might rejig the build between now and then. We'll see. Just adjust things. Going through this and trying to think my way through exactly what I want and what I don't, and what grimoire to use, and then what spells to pick off the back of that is going to be probably not the most entertaining content, and it'll take a little while of planning and thinking and stuff. But we should be able to get some cool results. Anyway, I'll push on with that tomorrow. Still working on my video for the decoration guide. So it's a big old one, and it's taking a while, and I didn't do that much of it today, to be honest. I took it a bit easy. Planning for that one for Saturday, so that way I can not, overdo it. Especially as yesterday's video did better than I thought it was going to, or it is doing better than I thought it was going to. Yeah, we'll pursue that. Yeah, definitely enjoying this one. As I say, there's a couple of issues here and there with the game that do rub me a bit the wrong way. Some dialogue issues here and there, and room for refinement in the combat system, I think. And the UI is a bit iffy in places, so yeah, I don't know. 7.5? Yeah, somewhere around about there. 7.5 out of 10. Good. A lot of fun, really enjoying it. Not definitely room to improve on it for the sequel, I think. Downloading it now. Good choice, Wayne. I think you'll have fun with it. As I say, whatever build you want to go for, there's some really, really cool options. So, Wizards, I'm enjoying. Somewhat complex and need reworking as you get new abilities, though. So that costs you cash. Sword and board is fun. Two-handed sword, I can say, is really fun. If you're going to go two-handed weapon, axes and hammers obviously do the most stun, but you get enough stun out of a two-handed sword to take advantage of that fairly regularly, and they move a bit quicker. So one of the things I did enjoy doing with playing around with two-handed sword was going into the might for it, and obviously resolve for lots of stamina, but also putting a good few points into dexterity as well to improve your weapon speed, so you can swing that thing like really freaking quick, and then it becomes really satisfying because it's the fastest of the 3 two-handed weapons as well. So that was quite cool. Yeah, lots of options. Like pistols are good fun too. I think dual-wielding pistols probably makes more sense. The Harry Potterness of the wands wasn't really my thing, but they are quite cool if you're into that. So yeah, lots and lots of options. I will probably play the game again at some point in the future, run through with a different type of character, but I'm enjoying this for now. Yes, we'll be back into it tomorrow, which should be cool. Oh, by the way, with Atomfall coming up and being the next big thing I've got planned to stream, if you haven't seen it, there on Rebellion's YouTube channel, there is another 8-minute showcase of the game with one of the directors talking about inspirations and the way things work and what the game's like, as well as a lot of really cool footage. So if you want to get a little bit of a look at what's involved with that, I would recommend taking a look at the video on Rebellion's channel for Atomfall. That was just a couple of days ago that came out, so yeah, very cool. Looking forward to that too, and it's going to be a little less hand-holdy than this game can be on occasion. I mean, I could not have the markers on the map maybe, and then have it be a little less hand-holdy, but the feel of it's just... the pacing isn't quite got that investigative vibe that I think other games might. I don't know. Yeah, that is the thing though. The dive into the settings and stuff and see what you want to turn on and off, because you can turn on like a lot of settings to make things easier, or you can turn a lot of guide settings off and have more of an exploration type deal. Do what you like. Yeah, anyway. I think 7.5. Anyway, folks, we'll dive back in tomorrow. It should be cool. So, thank you for hanging out. Hope you've had fun. You know where buttons are if you haven't already. Likes and subs and notification bell and channel memberships and social media links. All that down below if you want to check them out. I do appreciate. And yeah, we'll be back at it about 8 o'clock tomorrow. Should be good. So, until then, have a good day. Look after yourselves. And yeah, take care. And I'll catch you all around about 8 tomorrow. And then, hey, folks, see you tomorrow.